Okay, everybody. I went straight to the next nano after that other stupid one. This is Red Carpets and Empty Faces. It is romance, horror, and mystery. There are 3 endings. I'll probably end up with a bad ending. I'll see. And it's also basic UI. They already said so. There's nothing fancy, no CGs or anything. Anyway, let's start. Sometimes life has its good moments, sometimes it has bad moments. This in particular was probably one of the bad moments. I guess that's because I really don't feel like waking up. I don't quite remember how it happened. Right now I'm stuck being an errand boy for this witch called Teresa. She's not all that bad once you get to know her, but a healthy young man like me using up my energy to do a chores is kind of sad. Well, I guess I should get up and face this new day. As I open my eyes and stare at the plain wooden ceiling, a bright flash of sunlight escapes from behind the curtains and blinds me. So, we're inside, but instead showing a picture of outside. I wonder what time it is. The sun is so high up already. I better get ready and start on those short stress that tell me to get to this, she'll kill me. I sighed, stood up, and got dressed. As I came downstairs, I noticed Teresa glaring at me from the other side of the cabin. Knowing that she easily gets annoyed, I quickly rushed outside and started the small tasks around the cabin. Time passed pretty quickly, and soon I ran out of things to do. I noticed Teresa working on something by the front door. Oh yes, and apparently it takes place in medieval times. I'm just curious if they even have log cabins during medieval times. Or... Hey. Yes, what is it? Well, I finished all the chores for now. I was wondering if I could take a break and stroll around for a bit. Teresa looked at me blankly and honestly was expecting a negative answer. Sure, I don't mind. Just be back before we open it up for the night. I'm gonna need some help then. Thanks. I thanked her, surprised that she agreed so easily and headed towards the forest after catching a glimpse of what I think was a smile on her face. I'm supposed to be making my brother play this, but seeing that he's always making excuses, it seems I'll be playing. What the fudge?
Planet from the sun and is the largest of the terrestrial planets. It is the only planet known to lack liquid water on the surface and the only place in the universe found to harbor life.
What does aliens have to do with... As I was walking through the forest, different thoughts came to my mind. How long is this going to last? When can I go back home again? Where is home? Now that I think about it, I'm not too sure where my home is. It's been about a year now since I met Teresa. When she found me back then, I was on the verge of death. I wonder what had happened. She gave me some type of special elixir that saved my life, and now I'm indebted to her. Awesome thought, I stumbled upon a small pond. Surprisingly, the pond was not frozen, even though it's currently late winter. I sat down on a tree stump and gazed at the calm face of the pond, amazed at how peaceful it was. Sunlight glimmered on the surface as I slowly started to doze off. Whatever. Snap. A loud, sharp sound, a rustling of leaves woke me up. I looked around, still half asleep, confused as to what the sound might have been. For a medieval setting, the music doesn't really suit it. This music feels really out of place for me. Why is there no runaway option? I'm just gonna ignore it. If it goes bad end, then it's a bad end. Guess it's just an animal doing something. A rat maybe, who knows. Closed my eyes for a while longer, but realized I should probably hit back soon. Getting up, looked over the pond, took a deep breath, and headed back to the cabin. As I got back, I was prepared to be scolded for taking so long, but I realized Teresa was not there. Hungry, I went over to the kitchen and prepared something to eat. An hour passed, and Teresa finally came back. Welcome back. Where were you? Just taking care of some business over at the town. Ah, I see. We're opening the pub soon. Mind chopping up some firewood? We're running out. Sure, I guess. I answered with a reluctant tone when she noticed as I got a long, frustrated glance at me when I quickly headed outside to the woodshed. The rest of the evening proceeded as usual. People slowly drifted in for a few drinks. Everyone was laughing at that atmosphere was way too cheerful. Oh, so this is a pub, okay. Just looks like a regular, old-fashioned log cabin that you would live in. Sometimes I just don't understand how people can be so cheery. It was almost pitch black outside when we closed for the night. I had no energy left in me. Without hesitation, I made my way upstairs and crashed to bed. Closing my eyes, I hoped that tomorrow would never come. It was the chirping of birds right by the window that woke me up. Another day had dawned. Another full day of not getting anything done. I yawned. Well, I guess there's no point in lying in bed anymore. I got up and slowly crept downstairs. Well, aren't you up early? Teresa caught me by surprise. I've got something I want you to do in a while, so don't run off too far. Yeah, sure, just going to go wash up. Still not fully awake, I grabbed my washing kit and went outside. It was a rather beautiful day. The weather was nice and the bright rays of the sun were shining through the trees. I walked over to the bathhouse, which was located about halfway between the town and the cabin. I thought I could do. Not a long walk, say maybe 5 minutes. This music just feels so awkward in this setting. The warm bath was rather refreshing and I was finally fully awake. What? I am very confused right now. How can this be a medieval setting if there's this? No, I don't care. I don't freaking care. As I was making my way back, I noticed someone coming out of the cabin wearing an orange jumpsuit and carrying a messenger bag. He started jogging towards being greeted as he passed by. Good morning. Good morning. But he already scurried off. By the looks, I'd say he was some sort of courier. I guess Teresa needed something delivered from town. Shrugging it off, I went inside. A couple hours later, as I was washing some dishes, I noticed Teresa coming towards me with a package. Done with the dishes soon? Pretty much. Good, I'd like to take this package of my special brew over to the town. Here's the address. I didn't quite feel like saying anything more, so I took the package and left the cabin. It was nice and chilly outside. Surprisingly, I was feeling rather relaxed. I started walking towards the town. Ah, aren't you the cutest? First thought someone was talking to me, but after looking around for a bit, I noticed a girl just off the path crouched and petting a white rabbit. What are you doing here all alone, little fella? Well, I have to say I'm amazed that little critter hasn't run off yet. I wonder who this girl is. Haven't seen her before. Continue to town. I guess I'll leave her be. I've still got this package to deliver. Just as I turned and was about to get to town, I heard a voice behind me. Don't you think it's kind of rude not to introduce yourself, especially after staring at the person for a while? Apparently she had noticed me, and I turned to face her. You're fucking strangers. Now, just because you stare at them doesn't mean you have to go over and talk to them. Whatever. I don't care. I'm sorry, I wasn't sure if I should. Oh, forget it. The name is Sarah. Who are you? I haven't seen you around. Her expression suddenly changed to a very cheerful one. guess there's a reason not to answer. I'm Yuki. Yuki, huh? Nice to meet you. She looks at me and smiles. Well, I better be off now. I have to get home soon, and it seems you're busy with something anyways. Yeah, I need to take this package to town. Alrighty then, see you around. Leaving quickly, she sprinted off and I soon lost sight of her. I'm gonna say right now that I'm not gonna play this again. This music is just too distracting. And yeah, that was interesting. I suppose we should get on with this delivery. This is definitely not medieval. Delivering the package didn't take too long. And soon I was already back at the cabin. Most of the afternoon passed by without much to note of. At that point, I remembered that there was a certain book that I was thinking about lending from the library. Since Teresa wasn't around, I thought I might as well go to town and see if I could find it. It took me a short while to find the library as I hadn't been there before. It was a small library, nothing too special, but it did have quite a large variety of different literature. As I was browsing through the rows and rows of books, I came across the section folklore and mythology. Interested, I picked up one of the books there and started reading it. One of the pages caught my eye. It described an amulet made out of a rabbit's foot, and apparently it would bring good luck to whoever had it. I wonder why a rabbit's foot, considering how innocent the rabbit I saw earlier today looked. I can't believe anyone would make an amulet out of their feet. Placing the book back on the shelf, I continued to look for the book I came here for. After a short while of searching, I still wasn't able to find it. Excuse me, are you looking for something? I flinched. I was fairly lost in thought in the calming silence of the library and wasn't expecting to get a question right out of the end. Nowhere. I turned around to see who it was. A girl with light brown hair and thick black glasses were standing right around the corner looking at me. By the looks of it, I could safely presume she was working here. Yes, actually, I'm looking for this book about some famous local cooking that I wanted to try out. She looked at me for a few seconds and then answered with a rather plain voice. Alright, follow me. I know what you're looking for. She led me past a few rows of shelves and then stopped. After looking at the closest shelf for a moment, she grabbed a book and handed it to me. Is this it? I studied the book for a moment. Yeah, it is. Thank you. Don't worry about it. Before I could say anything else, she turned and went off to attend to something else. Now that I obtained the book I was looking for, there's nothing else up here at the town for me to do, so I decided to head back towards the cabin. As I got out onto the street, I bumped into a familiar face. It was the courier who dropped by the cabin earlier this morning. It seems he recognized me as well because he quickly smiled and greeted me. Yo, remember me? You met earlier this morning. Hey, yes, I remember. You stopped by a cabin earlier this morning. Yes, that's me. May I ask your name? Are you new around here? I haven't seen you around before. He seemed like a nice enough guy. I doubt there's anything wrong with telling him my name. It's Yuki, and yeah, I'm fairly new around here. Just got here a while ago. I've been traveling with Teresa in this town. Happens to be where we are staying for a while. Teresa? I guess he's talking about the witch Teresa? Man, you're so lucky to be able to travel around. I've been stuck here for my entire life. I'd do anything to get away someday. But I guess some people could call it luck. To me, I don't really know what it is. Can I ask, what's your name? It's Rico. Rico. I'm just gonna go Rico. Hey, there's a nice little coffee shop nearby. You wanna go? My treat. Honestly, I didn't really have anything else planned for the day, so grabbing some coffee isn't such a bad idea. But then again, I didn't tell Teresa I was going to town, so she'll probably scold me for good if I take too long. Go back to the cabin. Dad and I hate coffee. Getting back early will probably lessen my punishment. So I'm kind of in a hurry. Maybe next time that's fine with you. Oh well, that's a shame. You can't help it, I guess. You look slightly disappointed, which made me feel a slight guilt. Well, I'll catch you some other time. See ya. Yeah, bye. He looked at me and nodded and jogged off. I was left standing there wondering whether I made the right choice. Guess I'll have a big bad. When I finally got back to the cabin, I was greeted by a rather frustrated Teresa. And where have you been? Or at the library. You weren't around earlier and I didn't have anything else to use, so I thought I could drop by the library. She stared at me with a mad stare, but after a few moments her mood brightened up a bit. I'll let you off the hook this once because there's nothing special I need to finish today. Remember to tell me next time you go off somewhere. Alright, I will. She priced let me off the hook so quickly I shrugged and went back to my room to study the book I picked up. It was still a short while until the pub opens up. There was something to do around the cabin. I then remembered the pond I found yesterday. Not forgetting to ask Teresa's permission, I left the cabin and headed towards the pond. It was a chilly evening. The sun was still up and I could see its rays passing through the trees. I finally arrived at the pond and took a long glance at it. It's still as calm as ever. I took a deep breath and sat next to a tree. I wonder what's causing it, but I'm feeling rather good right now. Might as well take a short nap. You never take a nap out of winter because you'll probably get frostbite. I leaned against the trunk of the tree and slowly drifted into a nice and relaxed sleep.
Also referred to as Earth, planet Earth, Terra.
I slept for maybe an hour. Feeling refreshed, I woke up and looked up at the sky. It wasn't as bright as earlier, and darker clouds had appeared over the area. I should probably start heading back. Those clouds don't look too nice. I got up and started heading back, but after a few steps I stopped and remembered the odd sound I had heard the last time I was here. Taking a quick look up at the sky again, I thought I might as well go and take a look around the area where the sound had come from. A short while after, I had still not found any signs of what the sound was. It was probably just wild animal then. Still wandering around, I came across a small clearing in the middle of the forest. As I looked across it, I suddenly spotted something dead center of the clearing. As I realized what it was, my heart sank and my whole body felt heavy. I was frozen in horror. My mouth dried up and swallowing hurt my throat. What I saw was not normal. A rabbit, impaled on a short wooden stake. My thoughts were not functioning. I could not move. I was just staring at the rabbit in horror. Soon I realized the smell around the area. A foul, rotten smell. I felt sick and wanted to throw up. I had to leave. As I turned around and headed back, I took one glance and noticed the dead rabbit's blank and empty eyes staring directly at me. Okay, and they would have saw on the opposite side of its head. A cold shiver ran down my back and I sprung into a run. When I got back to the cabin, I was sweating and short on breath. Teresa noticed me and came closer. What's wrong with you? Still trying to catch my breath, I tried answering. Over at the forest, a clearing, dead rabbit looked at me. What on earth are you talking about? Forget it, we're opening soon. Go and make yourself useful. The pub opened soon, but I was still feeling sick. The smell of the clearing was still on my nose. I decided to just go and get some sleep. Falling asleep proved to be harder than I thought, and time passed quickly. At some point, I heard the chatter downstairs quiet down and realized the pubs were already closing. Time passed and eventually I fell asleep. I did not sleep very well that night. It was still quite early as I woke up. Feeling miserable, I slowly made my way downstairs and noticed that Teresa was already awake and making porridge. Good morning there. Good morning. You went to bed quite early yesterday. What happened? I was feeling sick, sorry. She looked at me for a moment and got back to preparing the porridge. A while later it was done and Teresa handed me a steaming bowl of fresh porridge. I suppose a good and strong breakfast might make me feel better. I managed to eat maybe 2 or 3 spoonfuls when I remembered the horrible smell from yesterday. My body acted up on its own and I threw up. Luckily there was a small bed next to the table. I really do seem quite sick. I pushed the bowl of porridge further from me and laid my head on the table. I was feeling really weak at the moment. Hang on, I might have elixir that might help. I'll go get it. Teresa stood up and went to the storage room behind the kitchen. She didn't take long and was back before I even realized. With her, she had a small vial of blue liquid. The color is rather fascinating for some reason. Here, drink this as you should feel better. Not doubting her, I took it and drank it in one short gulp. Whatever the liquid was, it acted quickly as I could already feel my body regaining its strength. Wow, I'm feeling a lot better already. What was that? One of my older rejuvenation elixirs. They tend to work wonders in these situations. Thanks, it helped. I guess I'll get to my chores then. Well, don't bother with him today. Take the day off. You'll just start feeling sick again if you start working. Really? Well, if you insist. She smiled at me and went off to work on something. I quickly cleaned up the table and went outside. It was a rather good day again. Heading to town might be a good idea. I didn't really know what to do in town as I don't really know that many people there. As I was wandering around aimlessly for an hour or so, I noticed a girl sitting on a bench reading a book. Then I remembered that I had met her before in the library. Well, I got nothing better to do, so I might as well say hello. As I approached her, she lifted her gaze from the book and looked at me. It seemed she noticed me. Hey there, we met at the library yesterday, if you remember. She studied me for a moment. Yes, indeed, I think we did. I was just walking around with nothing to do, really, and happened to notice you. Did I disturb you by any chance? I'm sorry if I did. No, it's alright. This is a rather boring book anyway. So I took the book, marked the page she was on, and placed it next to her. You're new around here, aren't you? Funny how everyone seems to notice it. Everyone seems to know each other here, then I guess. Hi, Alexi. To some extent, yes. My name's Rosa. How about yours? I'm Yuki. Well, hello there, Yuki. So what are you roaming around town aimlessly for, if I might ask? I got some free time now and have not been feeling that great today. Didn't really know what else to do. Rosa looked at me for a while, possibly noticing that I really wasn't feeling that great, so... She grabbed the book, placed it in her bag, and stood up. Come on, follow me. I know what might make you feel better. Okay. There's nothing better to do anyway, so I followed her. So we're standing in front of a sweet shop. The shop is great. They make the best chocolates around. Oh, really? I always like chocolates. Well, what are we waiting for then? I'll treat you to some. We went inside. It was a nice, cozy-looking shop. The amount of sweets was incredible, and each one of them looking amazingly delicious. Rosa went to the counter and ordered something as I sat down at a table by the window. Lady behind the counter picked up a number of different chocolates and arranged them on a plate. Oh god. Rosa quickly paid and brought the plate over to the table. Here we go. These are some of the best chocolates here. They look really good, thank you. I'll bet you did. Good. I bit into the first chocolate. The taste was heavenly. I really no word to describe the sweetness taste of the chocolate sweets. Oh, these really are amazing. Sorry, didn't I? You'll be feeling better in no time. Can you ask why you were feeling down? Well, right, know something. It may sound a bit stupid though. Never mind, tell me anyways. I told her what happened at the forest clearing yesterday. She was listening to my story quite intently. When I was done, she chuckled and briefly smiled. You're honestly feeling down because of something like that? Well, don't you find it really odd and creepy? I mean, not really. I guess that someone just did as a sick prank for someone else to stumble upon. You just happen to be the unlucky someone. I suppose that makes sense. You're right, there's no point in feeling down about it. We finished eating the chocolates, thanked the lady and hit it out. I better get going now. There's something we need to do at the library. I should probably hit it back as well. Thanks a lot, the chocolates were really tasty. Glad I could help. See you around, I guess. Bye. We waved goodbye and Rosa headed towards the library. I started walking back to the cabin. Right before getting out of town, I caught a glimpse of today's newspaper on a paper stand by a cafe. The headline read, "Man missing." I wonder who that is. I shrugged it off and headed back to the cabin. After a short walk, I got back and called out to Teresa. I'm back and feeling quite a bit better. I'll be camping out when we open up for the night. Glad to hear it. There should be some leftover soup over at the kitchen if you want. I went over to the kitchen and took a look at the soup. Honestly, after just eating a bunch of sweets, I didn't have quite the appetite for soup. But I haven't eaten anything else since morning, so I might as well eat some now. Some soup would be nice. I'm cold. The pile opened shortly after and people poured in. I was hopping around and kept hearing a lot of talk about the missing man I read about earlier. Hey, I got something for you to do. Teresa had appeared behind me with a small parcel. Take this to that farmhouse nearby. The one on the hill at the edge of the forest. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I know it. I don't seem to be doing much here right now anyway, so I'll go. A small breeze would also be nice. The cabin has started getting rather hot inside. I followed the road to town for a while and turned onto a small path leading out to the farm. It was a short distance and soon I was ready at the farmhouse. I knocked at the front door and a moment later it was open. To my surprise, it was Sarah that answered the door. Did I help? Oh, hey, it's you. Hey there, I didn't know you lived here. Really? Didn't I met you last time? No, you didn't. Oh. So what brings you here? I was sent to bring this parcel over. Oh, it's probably for my father. Come on in. Sure. I entered her house, a cozy looking place. It wasn't particularly neat inside, but you couldn't call it messy either. Maybe neatly messy. Sarah showed me around the house and introduced me to her parents. I handed the parcel over to her father and was thanked. We then went to her backyard. So what have you been up to? We haven't seen each other since we met. Oh, nothing too special. Had a small incident yesterday at the forest, but that's about it. Tell me about it. Now you made me curious. I felt there's nothing wrong with telling her. I told her what happened, she just laughed about it. That's so dumb. I can't believe you actually got so scared. Well, yeah, I guess it was a bit dumb. I couldn't help it at the time, though. Yes, forget about it. Hey, you want me to show you around the farm? There's some cool stuff around. It was getting late already, and I was tired, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to stay around for a while longer. I think I'll leave since I'm kind of playing the goody-goody boy, which will probably, like I said, possibly lead to a bad ending. Sorry, but I gotta return. I think it might be a bit too late for a turn now. I really just want to get some sleep. To be honest, I'm really tired right now, and it's really getting kind of late. Oh, it would have been fun. She looked at me sadly, but I didn't want to stay here much longer. I'm sorry, I really should start heading back now. Maybe next time. I suppose. Bye then. Bye. I waved goodbye and started heading back to the cabin. Sarah was left standing there, still frowning disappointment. It was already late when I got back to the cabin. The people there had already left. With nothing else to do, I went to bed and fell asleep. The next day started casually. I completed a few chores in the morning and goofed around for a while. It was already late afternoon when Teresa gave me another parcel to deliver. She also gave me the address of the place in town. With nothing better to do, I left the cabin. When I read the town, I was looking for the place I had to go, but frankly I couldn't find it. Yuki, what are you doing here looking so lost? Surprised, I turned around and noticed Rico standing right behind me. Oh hey, I'm looking for this address and I can't exactly find it. I gave Rico the slip of paper with the address on it. He took a quick look at it and to my astonishment, he seemed to recognize the place. You were far off actually, it's right around the corner. Oh really? You seem to know the town quite well. I work as a courier. What did you expect? Come on, I'll take you there. The place really was just around the corner. I can't believe I couldn't find it myself. I took the parcel inside and gave it to the residents there. When I came out, Rico was still waiting for me. Now that you've done with that, you should be free, right? I guess. What were you thinking? Coffee? Oh, okay. Well, I've got nothing to do right now as well, so I was thinking if you'd like to just stroll around town for a while, get to know places. That's good, let's go. Rico showed me around town and pointed out some of the important places. Time passed really quickly and soon it was getting dark already. Rico had ran out of places to show and we were now just wandering around. As we walked past the coffee shop, we noticed a group of people rather near an alleyway. A few people running towards the alley from different directions, and a few were walking away. We asked one of the men walking away what was going on. Haven't you heard? There's been a murder. Me and Rico looked at each other and ran to the alley. As we pushed through the crowd, we finally managed to catch a look at the victim. The scene was terrible. There was blood all over the lifeless and mangled body of a girl. You could still see the terror in her empty eyes. I was starting to feel sick again. I looked over at Rico, noticing he was petrified, eyes wide open in shock. Rico, what's wrong? Come on, answer me. He was mumbling in a soft and unclear voice. Suddenly he burst into a loud cry. That looks creepy. He looks like an old man with monster teeth. That looks really, really creepy. I was just talking to her earlier today. What's going on? Why's she dead now? Who did this? People around looked at him in shock. I knew I had to take him somewhere quick, so I pulled him out of the crowd. Rico, calm down. What are you talking about? Did you know her? Yeah, earlier today, His voice had turned to a soft mumble again. Think it would be best to have him calm down somewhere quiet. I decided to invite him over to the cabin. Hey, you want to come over to the cabin and calm down? I'll treat you to a few drinks, too. It seems he understood and liked the idea as he nodded softly. Rico was shaken from the shock. Best not letting him hear any longer, so I led him to the cabin. We got inside, Trust and noticed Rico shaking. Isn't he the courier who came by here earlier? What happened to him? I told her about the murder and the fact that Rico had known the victim. She seemed slightly disturbed by the murder and went to her room, leaving just the two of us in the main room. I went to the storage room and grabbed a few drinks. Here, this should help. Still not able to speak, Rico nodded and gladly accepted the drink. You should probably spend the night here if you want. There's enough room so you don't have to worry about it. That'd be nice, thanks. He finally managed to say something. Seems he has recovered slightly. We finished the drinks without speaking and went to bed soon after. Falling asleep was hard as the murder was troubling my mind. Morning came and I woke up feeling better. I went downstairs and saw Rico reading an old magazine by the table. He noticed me. Good morning. Morning. Are you feeling better? Yes, I am. Thanks for yesterday. No problem. Glad to hear it. I should probably get going. Got things to do, you know. Alright, see you later then. He nodded and dashed outside. I hope he's alright now. I didn't feel particularly hungry, so I decided to clear my mind by going over to the pond and relax for a while. I was walking in the forest, puzzling over what happened yesterday when I suddenly felt a cold shiver go down my back. I stopped moving, suddenly feeling weak. What's going on? Out of nowhere, a sense of panic attacks me and I see a vivid image of the skewered rabbit in my eyes, followed by a horrifying, screaming voice of a girl. My head felt like it was about to split in two. And then, I blacked out. Gasp. I opened my eyes. My heart was racing and was sweating all over. A nightmare? Everything seemed so real, though. Confused, I got up and looked for Rico. He was not around. Maybe he's downstairs already. I quickly went downstairs and looked around, but still couldn't find him. I saw Tressa behind the kitchen counter and decided to ask her. Hey, have you seen Rico? The courier? Yes, he left a while ago. He told me he's feeling better and didn't want to wake. I didn't finish this tour and dashed outside. I ran directly towards the forest clearing. Why did I see that rabbit? He was screaming. A moment later, I arrived at the clearing. I took a deep breath and stepped out of the tree line, and to see the rabbit again. To my amazement, it was gone. Gone. I couldn't understand what was going on. I guess someone else found and removed it. Pushing the thought away, I remembered that horrible scream I heard in my dream. Having no idea where it could have come from, I walked over to the home. When I got there, I washed my face with icy cold water and sighed. That was a weird dream. I wonder if it meant something. Maybe a premonition. Who knows? Getting back to the cabin, I found a fairly angry tourist standing outside waiting for me. What was that all about? You have some explaining to do. I'm sorry, I had this weird nightmare tonight. I don't know, I'm sorry. She seemed to calm down a bit. Just don't run off like that again. Here, take this. Tressa handed me a book. Please get back to the library, will you? I don't need it anymore. Alright. Without further inquiry, I left for the town. I got to the library and handed the book over to the return desk. As I was walking through the exit, I happened to notice Rosa escorting a large pile of books that seemed to have fallen over. I wonder if I should say hello. continue my avoiding people. She seems kind of busy right now, though. I don't think I should interfere with her work. Glanced out of direction, went forward, and then left the library. As I got out on the street and started heading back to the cabin, a bright orange outfit caught my eye. It was Rico. Surprised to see him here, I approached casually and was about to call out when I noticed he was talking to someone. Someone I hadn't seen before. A girl with long blonde hair was wearing a fur coat. She definitely seemed to be out of town. Then she noticed me. Her eyes shifted from Rico towards me. She kept staring at me until Rico noticed and turned around. Oh, hey, Yuki. I just caught up to them. Hey, am I bothering you? No, we were just talking about random stuff. I see. I noticed the girl was still looking at me with an intense gaze. Something about her was bothering me. I should probably introduce you to you. Yuki, this is Lise. Lise, this is Yuki. Good afternoon. Pleasure to meet you. Hey, you too. Good, now that's done. What are you doing in town, Yuki? I was just reading the library. Had to reach in a book. More importantly, Rico, I stopped speaking. I wanted to ask if she's alright considering the events of yesterday. But then I realized Lise might not know about it, and I don't know how she would react to it. Yes, what were you going to ask? It might be better to actually ask now. That way she knows that there's a murder in town. Ask now! Are you alright after what happened yesterday? You left before I woke up. Oh, that. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. It's no big deal. That's good to hear. I was kind of worried about you. Up until yesterday, you haven't told me anything, Rico. For the first time during our conversation, Lise shifted her gaze back to Rico. We kind of witnessed a murder scene. What, really? Oh my god, it must have been horrible. Well, yes, it wasn't exactly pretty. I'd rather not talk about it anymore if it's alright. Yeah, no problem. I'm just glad you're fine. Lise turned her eyes towards me again. I shivered slightly. Well, I'll leave you two alone again. I'd better start heading back to the cabin. See you around. I was walking away. I took one last glance behind me and noticed Lee was still looking at me. I wonder where she is from. The rest of the afternoon passed by casually and soon the pub opened up. While I was hopping around, I couldn't help to overhear some of the customers talking about more people that had gone missing. Something weird is definitely going on in town. People gone missing and a murder happened. Shrugging off, I decided to take a break. I wasn't quite feeling like working in the pub right now. I asked her for permission to prepare for an hour, but instead she was fine with it. I was quite surprised and thanked her. Not knowing what to do, I headed to town. It seemed like a decent idea right now. The streets were empty, not like I was expecting considering it is already dark outside. After a short while, I noticed someone standing next to a street lamp. It was Sarah. Why is she in town at this time? I got closer and called her name. Sarah. Eek. She dropped you up your fry, baby fish. I didn't mean to scare her like that. Okay. Sorry, Yuki. I didn't mean to scare you. You nearly gave me a heart attack. Sorry. You better be. What are you doing out here at this time? It's just out for an evening walk, but you want to talk. I could ask you to stay. Fair enough. I'm out on a walk as well. Oh, then we can walk together. Yeah, why not? She smiled. We were about to start walking, but suddenly the street lamp above us flickered violently and then turned off. Both of us looked at it without saying a word. There was an eerie silence in the town that sent shivers down my back. Sarah looked at me slightly frightened. After a moment, I assumed nothing was wrong. Let's go, better not linger. I was caught up by a loud and horrible scream. I recognized it immediately. It was the same scream I heard in my nightmare. I froze in panic and looked over at Sarah. Her eyes were wide with panic. I turned around to see if there was anyone else around. What is going on? It can't be the same voice. How can it be? That would be insane. Well, that gets rid of you being the murderer scenario. Because that's what I was thinking for a bit. That's why she had you ask permission all the time. But it looks like you're not the murderer. Determined to find a source of the scream, I drew a deep breath to stay focused and turned to Sarah. I need to see where that scream came from. Stay close to me. Visibly scared now, all she was able to do was nod quickly. We start working slowly towards the direction the scream originated from. It was awfully silent still, and my nerves were really tense at the moment. I think it came from over here. Turning to a nearby alley, we were greeted by a horrid sight. Eek. Sarah had every right to scream. What we found was a bloody body of a young girl. I started feeling sick. Someone had been murdered again. What is this? No, I can't. Sarah burst into tears and ran off. I was just standing there trying to decide what to do. Should I go after her? She's probably going home anyway. I think it might be better to let her be alone after witnessing this. But will she be fine alone? After all, there's a murderer around. Ooh. Oh, that's a tough question, because they're going after young girls. But what if the murderer is actually still close by? But it's dangerous to be alone in the first place. No, I'm gonna stick to douche mode. Yeah, I'm sticking to douche mode. I looked towards the direction she went off to. See how already disappeared into the night. I suppose there's no point in going after her now. I'm just as shocked as she is. A few minutes passed as I stood there looking at the body lying completely lifeless and still. I can't stay here. I turned and slowly started walking back to the cabin. Oh, I thought he would look for clues or something, but then again, he's just a boy, isn't he? Oh well. I was walking on the road to the cabin as soon as I arrived at the path leading to Sarah's house. To my surprise, Sarah was standing there. Was she waiting for me? I looked at her. Her eyes were bright red, probably from crying. We looked at each other for a moment. I had to say something. Anything. Hey. I noticed a faint smile, but only for a moment. Were you waiting for me? I guess. Oh, you're right. You got quite scared back there. Yeah, sorry about that. I should have run off like a bit. I'm fine now. At least I'm getting rid of the romance roots, because no. Not when there's murder going on around and you just meeting these girls. I'm glad to hear that. We stayed there for a while and then planned into the night. Neither of us had anything to say until I finally had to break the silence. If you want, I can walk you back home. She seemed surprised by this. Face flushed red. She averted her eyes from mine. I'll be fine. Thanks for the though. Are you sure? Yes. She looked at me and smiled. Well, I should go. I guess I should go then. See you later. Yeah, be safe. This music is inappropriate right now. After I had watched her run off towards the farm, I quickly made my way back to the cabin. Jess had already gone back to sleep when I finally got back. I was tired and without hesitation went directly to bed and fell asleep quickly. The next day started off rather normally, other than the small nagging from Teresa because it came back so late. I didn't tell her what happened though. I wasn't sure if I should. Most of the day passed with little to no note. Around late afternoon, I felt like talking to someone about yesterday. First one that comes to mind was Rico, as we experienced the same thing earlier. He gave me his address earlier. I think I'll go visit him in town. As I was walking towards town, all I could think of was the pale body of the dead girl yesterday. Her empty face, void of all life. It is an image that I will never forget. I reached town on the way to Rico's house. Something struck me. There were no people around. Starting to feel uncomfortable, I decided to still go and meet Rico. It took me maybe 3 minutes to find his house. I knocked on the door. Rico was quick to answer. Yuki, what brings you here? Something happened yesterday. I just need someone to talk to. Rico's expression turned from pleasant surprise to serious. He left me for a moment. Come on inside. Thanks. I followed Rico inside and prepared some tea. We chatted for quite some time as I told him what happened last night. Throughout the story, Rico seemed very serious and unpleased instead of his normal cheery and carefree attitude. Both of us were very concerned about the current situation in town. Time passed and it was already getting dark outside. Getting back now would be a good idea instead of staying out too late. It might not be safe. Rico was thinking the same thing. Well, I better get going then. Yeah, I think it'd be for the best. Come by again anytime you just want to just talk. Sure thing. Nodding goodbye, I left the house. Outside, I unexpectedly stumbled upon Lise. Why, hello there, Yuki. She had the same piercing stares the last time I met her was Rico. Hey. What are you doing at Rico's place? Her head was slightly tilted to the side as her curiosity seemed to be at peak. Honestly, I don't know if I should tell her. Truth, or otherwise she'll be more suspicious. Then again, I'm the opposite. We were just talking about this. So something happened yesterday and we just wanted to talk to someone. Really, now. For some reason, she seemed lost in thought for a while and her eyes started drifting off. I should probably get going now. I'm guessing you're going to see him anyway, so I'll let you to it. Her eyes started back to me and she smiled widely. Indeed, I'm going to see See you later then. Unless she's the murderer, and now Rico is in danger because of me. Ooh. Rather confused, I quickly walked away. Now that that's over, I can finally go back. My walk back to the cabin was cut short when I heard someone arguing loudly. The voices seemed familiar. Curious, I decided to go take a look. The arguing was coming from right around the corner. Taking a quick peek, I immediately recognized who the voices belonged to. It was Sarah and Rosa. Why are they fighting? Do they know each other? Should I go interfere with the fight? Whatever it is, I probably shouldn't get in between them, but then again, I don't want them to fight. Leave because you don't know what they're fighting about. You don't randomly go into a fight if you don't know what they're fighting about. And then I'm in douche mode. Leave. Douche mode. Deciding it's none of my business, I quietly left the scene. As I was walking through town, I couldn't help but notice the eerie silence and emptiness of the streets. Suddenly, one of the street lamps flickered, and that's when I saw it. A white rabbit looked directly at me under the light. For a brief moment, we just stared at each other until suddenly the rabbit turned and hopped behind the corner. I took a deep breath. I knew something was going to happen, but I had to go see where that rabbit went. I slowly crept towards the corner and took a peek. My heart sank. I could not believe what I saw. Another murder victim, only this time I knew who it was. I was starting to feel sick and dizzy. I could recognize that outfit from anywhere. Was I right? I was right. This is the murderer! Oh my god! The bright orange colors of the tracksuit belonged to no other than Rico. Ah! I let out a desperate cry. I couldn't believe that I was just talking to him a short while ago. The worst part is that the body had no head and it was nowhere to be seen. Blood was flowing onto the street like a red velvet carpet. Why is this happening? Time seemed to have frozen. My thoughts weren't running. I was just staring at the lifeless body. But usually murderers are supposed to be people you meet early on. And least came late. Is this a proper mystery or not? But then again, it's also a visual novel, so... yeah, whatever. Suddenly, I heard wicked laughter from further down the road. I slowly looked up and saw a silhouette of someone holding what seemed like the decapitated head of Rico. Then a silhouette vanished into the tree line. I couldn't hold it in anymore. I threw up and passed out. What happened? Where am I? As I came to my senses and opened my eyes, I realized I was at the cabin. Then the realization hit me. I had just seen Rico dead in front of me. How did I get here? I remember passing out. I wonder if Teresa is here. Teresa? I tried calling out, but my voice was really weak. She seemed to hear me nonetheless, as a moment later she appeared next to me. Look who finally woke up. What happened? How did I get here? Teresa looked concerned. She answered. I got worried yesterday when you hadn't come back from town and thought I should go look for you. I found you lying unconscious. Was there a body next to me? She looked at me inside heavily. I was ashamed about that earlier. So it is true. Rico really is dead. You should get up soon and pack your things. I've done most of the packing already. Packing? What do you mean? We're leaving town, of course. I have no intention of staying here any longer. Not with all these murders happening. I guess she has a valid point there. It's only a matter of time until something worse happens. Yeah. Well, get ready quick. We'll depart after eating. We'll prepare some lunch. Lunch? I was unconscious for quite a while, I guess. I got up to start packing stressed, so I went downstairs to prepare something to eat. There wasn't much to pack and I was finished sooner than I thought. I wonder if they're both gonna be killed before they leave. Went downstairs. Here, eat up. Very quickly and didn't talk much. After eating, Teresa cleaned the dishes as I was taking our belongings outside. We had a small pickup truck waiting for us outside that Teresa had called for earlier. I loaded the truck and waited for Teresa outside. They assumed we had to leave this town. It was rather nice here. When Teresa finally came outside, she locked the cabin and we both jumped onto the truck. With a final long glance at the cabin, we drove off, unsure where the road ahead would take us. Maybe another small town, who knows. One thing is certain though, we're not coming back to this town for a long while. Protagonist Edgar. Probably is Lisa, though. And I'm guessing the other two endings is the librarian and Sarah. That was kind of boring. I wonder if other mystery fans would actually enjoy this. I'll have to ask one of my friends, Mama Rosa. Well, that's red carpets and empty faces. If you want to try to solve it yourself while getting with a chick, you can see it for yourself. We'll be making another Nano recording soon.